Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have our top 3 games currently crowdfunding that are also solo capable. So these are 3 games that caught my attention on either GameFound or Kickstarter. And the rules basically are they have to be funding sometime between the 1st and 15th of November, and they have to be solo capable. So before we get down to this list, I want to mention our sponsor, Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is a great website where you can get all sorts of stuff, whether you're looking for board games, CCGs, RPGs, war games, just trying to get some minis, just trying to get some accessories for your games, dice, all that kind of stuff. They've got everything. Huge selection of stuff for you to choose from. I mean, go over there. They've got a very well-organized website. You can look at what's currently popular over there for them. You can look at what's new. You can break it down by category. So much stuff. I mean, like, I've just spent some time in the board game section. I know a lot about board games, and there's a ton of stuff there. And then I've browsed through the RPGs and the CCGs. I mean, of course, they have Magic. They have other stuff too, though. They have just a huge selection. Absolutely fantastic. It's really great having them on as a sponsor, and I highly recommend you go check them out. There'll be a link in the description below so you can see what Noble Knight Games has going on over at nobleknight.com. All right, now we're going to get down to the list. Now, of course, we do our list by the minute, so 3 games is going to be a 3-minute list, and 3 minutes starts right now. All right, so first up on the list is Lords of Ragnarok. Now, this is the latest offering from Awakened Realms. 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes. You can see currently it is funding with almost $1.1 million, 7,700 backers. So it's doing really well. It ends in 7 days, and today, what's today? Today is November the 4th, so on the 11th. This one is a spiritual successor to Lords of Hellas, which is it's kind of a territory control game. But while it is a spiritual successor to Lords of Hellas, they say that it is a completely new, well, it shares some of the concepts, but it's a completely new design. So probably people who have played Lords of Hellas are going to feel some familiarity here, but they're also going to have lots new to explore. Lots of new stuff going on. There's asymmetric heroes. You do have, I remember, I've never played Lords of Hellas, but I'm pretty sure that was the one where you were building these monuments, these giant statues, and you do the same thing here with Lords of Ragnarok. And the miniatures are absolutely gorgeous, and it looks like a great time. Awakened Realms, other than Etherfields, has never really let me down. Next up is Senjutsu over on Kickstarter, currently with almost $1.1 million as well, or just over $1 million, 10,000 backers. This is a 1 to 4 player game, but it's only 15 to 20 minutes. So this is going to be actually a individual soldier skirmish game, from what I can tell. You can play as 1 of 4 different samurai. You can see you're playing on this map here. There's 200 different ability cards, but players are going to make, or you can either use a preset deck or you can create your own customized deck. And then as you're playing, players will play the cards face down, 1 card at a time, from what I can tell, face down simultaneously. They'll then flip the cards over all at the same time and then resolve them, in whatever way that happens, as you're basically battling against each other, trying to kill all the other players. Like I said, 1 to 4 players. I'm curious how, in a game like this, how that solo mode will work, how well it'll work, but I'm willing to give it a shot. This looks really cool with some gorgeous miniatures, as you can see there. And then we have Resident Evil, the board game. This one, by the way, hard to track down on BGG because there's been so many different Resident Evils. But Resident Evil, the board game, this one is 1 to 4 players, 60 to 90 minutes, $1.3 million, 6,000 backers so far. This one funds on the 11th. So this is really cool. The mansion is laid out as an open world, according to the Kickstarter campaign here. Modular tiles are going to be laid out as you're exploring, kind of like Mansions of Madness type thing going on. And also similar to Mansions of Madness, it says that combat might not always be the best route to go. You can see that, with your character, you've got different things going on as far as health goes. And trying to get down to where you can see some of what else is going on here. But there's like puzzles that's the end of that. There's puzzles to solve. And as the game progresses, the enemies are going to get more and more difficult. The events that occur are going to be more and more challenging or lethal. And yeah, it looks like a really fun. It describes itself as survival horror. If this game can do that right, do that survival horror right, then it would be a really great time. If it could be something like Mansions of Madness, but more in that gritty kind of open world feel. Mansions of Madness is pretty open world, but it really also feels like sometimes you're going against the clock. I don't believe that there is an app involved here. Only thing I played from Steamforged before was what was it called? Not Demon Slayer. Oh man. Dark Souls. That's what it is. Only game I played by them is Dark Souls, the board game, and it had some cool concepts. I saw what it was trying to do, but it didn't feel. It was super grindy, just like Dark Souls the game is, except Dark Souls the game, the grinding is kind of like that's how the exploration happens, how the unraveling of the story happens, or the revealing of the story. And in the board game, it just didn't feel good. It felt too grindy, too much of it just repeating over and over. So anyway, didn't really care for Dark Souls. But if Resident Evil can really capture the flavor of the Resident Evil board games and combine it with a Mansions of Madness feel as well, it'll be a really, really great time. Thank you for watching the video. I know I went a little long there on Resident Evil, but I just, this one has really piqued my interest. I'm really excited about this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out our Patreon. Please subscribe, click the bell, give a thumbs up, all the good stuff. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.